Autumn season is from around post-ovulation, sort of day 20, 21 to up until your bleed. And autumn, just as it is with the natural cycles, can be such a mixture of energies. So you're moving past the lovely summertime of ovulation and just post-ovulation, coming out of that sort of pitta time with all the fire, and you're moving into the vata, into the air, into the space. So there's lots of conflicting energies, and at some point you'll feel like going inwards, and sometimes you'll feel like being out there, and it's really important to listen to your body. Autumn is a great time to start focusing on the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. So just before our bleed, we're more connected with the divine, spirituality, or however you want to think about it, your higher power, your higher purpose. So meditation in this time is easier, and connecting with your own thoughts can be easier. What is important is to note that your inner critic, who is that voice in your head that tells you you're not good at anything, she's going to be a little bit more active at this time of the month. So we're going to want to just acknowledge her point of view, but then quietly send her on her way, because we don't really have any use for an inner critic. We've got plenty of those in the outside world. So we're going to come into a seated position, and autumn is a great time to just send our energy downwards into our cells, be very rooted, and we don't want to be doing a lot of downward facing dogs, a lot of headstands or handstands. This is just not the time to be upside down. You want to make sure the flow of energy is down so that you can have just a nicer, easier bleed, or if you don't have a bleed, just an easier time of it around that new moon phase. So we'll start seated, just rooting yourselves down, but take your awareness to the crown of the head and feel it being gently pulled up to the sky. Nice long spine. You almost want to imagine that as you breathe in, you breathe from the base of the spine and it travels all the way up to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, the crown of the head goes all the way down to the roots. Taking a few long breaths there. And this is Shakti and Shiva, it's the masculine and the feminine. We're connecting the two spectrums of us that might feel a little bit at odds at this time. And just noticing how you feel, and just offering a little bit of compassion. If that inner critic is chatting away and telling you should be doing all sorts of different activities, just hanker for her opinion and move on. And when we're ready, we're going to gently reach the hands forward. As you inhale, open up the arms, push the heart forward. As you exhale, you're going to round into the spine and let the head go heavy. Inhale, take it forward, open up the arms. As you exhale, come forward. Just follow your breath here. These are swan tilts. You can imagine these beautiful swan wings curving around you to keep you lovely and safe. And opening up. Just opening the heart, the third eye. Lovely. Just a few of those, undulating the spine. And we're going to bring the hands down when you're ready. Just a little roll into the shoulders, release any tension. And then you can take these legs out nice and wide, shuffle the sitting bones down, and do feel free to sit on a blanket here. Nice tall body. We're going to bring the hands out in front again, and we're just going to take one hand into a fist and one hand cupping around it. Just that lovely sort of idea that we're just giving it a little hug. When we're ready, we're going to inhale, reach the hands to the right foot, all the way around to the left foot. And as you exhale, we're going to come back round. Inhale, take it up and around, and then exhale, take it round. Almost as if you were in fact just stirring a huge pot. This is just moving into all parts of the body very gently and mindfully. Let's take it round in the other direction. Taking it round. Maybe working to about 80% of our effort levels, not draining us. Lovely, bringing it back to the centre, releasing the hands, give the shoulders a roll. Fabulous. Lovely tall spine. We're going to inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. And depending on where your body wants to go, we're just going to go as low as feels comfortable. Forearms might come down, they might not do. Let the head go heavy, almost as if you were going to point the crown to the floor. And just keeping that awareness on the crown of the head, as if it was being pulled down by gravity. When you're ready, we're going to gently walk the hands over to the right leg and just melt forward. Let the head go soft. Breathing steady here. Softness in the face. Next inhale brings you forward and around, over to the other leg. Keeping the sitting bones pressed down, it's easy to feel them lift here. Again, let the head and the neck soften. Relax into it. Fabulous. Walking back into centre when you're ready. Taking another moment there. And then inhale. Roll it up nice and slowly. Give those legs a little hand to come in. Maybe a little shuffle. I'm going to just really take care of ourselves. There might be a little rub here of the legs, even down to the feet. Give them a little squeeze as well. I'm going to bring ourselves back to a seated position. Taking the spine as long as feels good. Fingertips to the earth. Going to inhale, reach up to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, spread into the fingers and just pause there. And just take the awareness of that third eye area, almost like we're radiating out of the centre of our forehead. Opening the heart at the same time, squeezing the shoulder blades. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, release. Roll in. Move the head, move the shoulders. Lovely. And gently take ourselves over to our tabletop position. Just padding anything, blankets under knees, under the wrists. See what feels good. Hands underneath the shoulders, and there's definite softness of the elbows, so we're not sort of locked into our joints here. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift the head and the chest, point the sitting bones. Exhale, round the back. Just taking a couple of cat-cow tilts. We've already done the swan tilts, so hopefully this feels quite nice, maybe getting a little bit more space. Lovely. Bring it to a nice neutral spine. We're going to take the knees out lovely and wide. Take the toes towards each other, settling to our wide leg child's pose. And what we're aiming for here is to gently release the body and get the forehead to the earth. Or if it doesn't feel comfortable, making a triangle and popping the forehead down. Nice, long, steady breaths here. And let the third eye connect with the earth. Perfect. And then when you're ready to start gently lifting up, and we're going to take those feet away from each other, coming into a very gentle squat position. So heels can be really lifted here. We're not sort of trying to get as low as we can go. We're just going to gently rock from side to side. And if you do start to feel your sort of period bloating, or you feel a few pains before a bleed comes on, this is a really nice way of just opening up, making a little space. You might even just rock the head and the shoulders, really curve into yourself. Making that little bit of movement, really freestyle it. It's a great time to really get into that wild woman vibe. Very gently bringing it down. I'm just going to come back to our seated position nice and slowly. Bringing the soles of the feet together, but a really big space. So we're not trying to slide the feet in here. We're just really big, nice open. Very gently, on an exhale, you're going to start to fold. Let the head go heavy. Give yourself a little hug here. Lovely long breaths. Maybe even massaging into the feet again. You're going to squeeze the ankles and the legs as you gently come up. Give the knees a little hand to come in, a little shuffle of the legs. And then come to your seated position. Come to your womb space. Now we're just going to take 3 lovely big breaths in here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth, and just say, I release. Oh, yeah, I release. I release. I release. Bring the hands together at the heart. Namaste.